All right, let's try and see. I'm trying the StreamYard too, man. The Prism just keeps crashing on me, so I just tried the yo, what's up, Sean? How is my volume? Can you hear me, Sean? Just testing it. StreamYards. I've never done StreamYards with this phone before. What's going on here? Why is this not? What's up, number two? Travel. What's going on? Okay, perfect. All right, so let's get my earbuds on and let's get down to business, guys. Let's get down to the business of this live stream. I had to go to StreamYards, man. Nothing is working. Everything is crashing, and yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I don't understand what's going on. So whatever can I do? So, anyways, um, let let's get into this whole story of this guy, the passport bro, where he got this girl the U.S. citizenship, and then as soon as he got the citizenship for her, you know, she basically she left him, you know. So he went into a big sob story, and I have some of this video here. I had to set everything up on the StreamYards because the 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 Prism doesn't allow video anymore. I don't know. It used to allow video, but now it doesn't allow video. So anyway, let me try this.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave. Yeah, welcome to the shittiest post that I'm ever going to make. There's a lot to it, and I'm not going to go into it, okay? But suffice to say, after providing and going on the Disney World trip, which included the funeral for my mom, I got up to day 6, I think, on that, because it all broke down at Magic Kingdom. Fucking ironic. And I didn't post anything after that, because when we got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia, I was greeted with the announcement from Jayanne that she wanted a separation. And then I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. So, that's heavy, right? That's a nuke. And I'm going to go into my bunker. So I came downstairs in my nice 4-story mansion and just stayed by myself through Christmas Eve and through Christmas Day. And I missed Christmas with my children. My in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, and Jayanne, they proceeded to open the presents without me. Presents of which, all of which I bought. Yeah, the separation is a separation. I'm lucky enough to have a big house, and the logistics of it can be met right away, but I spent Christmas utterly by myself. And it's coming up on New Year's Eve, and I'm still alone. Because there's no communication from her. Why? Because she's communicating with her parents. She has the...
So there you guys have it. So this passport broke, man. He had his little Filipina, and you know, he got her the citizenship. He brought her over to the U.S. He was getting ready for Christmas and New Year's. Paid for her family to come over to the United States, and behind his back, they were scheming behind his back about taking off and celebrating Christmas with all the stuff that he bought, and not having him there with his own kids. So you guys, I told you about this many times. You know, about this toxic culture, I guess, that we have here in Canada, United States, very the Western culture. Like, it's very toxic towards men. And yeah, we talk about it on this channel. We Passport Bro channel, so I know a lot of the Passport Bro channels also talk about this type of toxic culture in North America and not conducive to forming relationships. It's very much, a dog eat dog kind of world, kind of competitive type of nature that we have here, where these ladies are. Yeah. That's a good question. Yeah, he's more of a passport simp than a passport bro or passport Joe. You know, it's crazy though that crazy that that these girls did that. Like you would think she'd be so happy. She got the U.S. citizenship. She's living in a big house, and once he got married to her, that was it. Game over. Once he got married and she got that U.S. citizenship, man, the game was over. He was already. It was already done for him. So yeah, man, it's wild, man, that can happen. But yeah, it's hardball in the big leagues. We've talked about it many times before, and just the way it is, I guess, these days. So it's just a kind of sad situation. That's all. But yeah, man, he went on. He had his little story there that he was telling, and I think you can see if I show you the video again, you guys can actually.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave. Yeah, welcome to the shittiest post that I'm ever going to make. There's a lot to it, and I'm not going to go into it, okay? But suffice to say, after providing and going on the Disney World trip, which included the funeral for my mom, I got up to day 6, I think, on that, because it all broke down at Magic Kingdom. Fucking ironic. And I didn't post anything after that, because when we got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia, I was greeted with the announcement from Jayanne that she wanted a separation. And then I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. So, that's heavy, right? That's a nuke. And I'm going to go into my bunker. So I came downstairs in my nice 4-story mansion and just stayed by myself through Christmas Eve and through Christmas Day. And I missed Christmas with my children. My in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, and Jayanne, they proceeded to open the presents without me. Presents all of which I bought. Yeah, the separation is a separation. I'm lucky enough to have a big house, and the logistics of it can be met right away, but I spent Christmas utterly by myself. And it's coming up on New Year's Eve, and I'm still alone. Because there's no communication from her. Why? Because she's communicating with her parents. She has the total backing and validation of her parents. Plus TikTok. All external sources of validation. And it's my position, my feelings are not relevant. She's got it figured out. She's got a plan. I'm waiting to hear what the plan is, and we'll see what happens from that point. But I'm pretty. I'm at peace with what has occurred, what could occur. I am done being Mr. Fix-It. Fix-It Felix. I'm not going to be the simp, nice guy, Fix-It Felix anymore. A relationship takes 2 people. And she made the decision for the separation. She's made the announcement and made plans with family to take our children back to the Philippines. And she's an adult. She has accountability. It's on her to come to me and explain to me what her plan is, such that it is, and what can be done about it. So, surprise, no more countdown with the great fun in Disney World. It was a fucking disaster. And, you know, that's the truth. Social media is not about the truth, but I'm about the truth, so that's what I give you. Thanks. We are all here at the airport. Mama and Papa landed about 40 minutes ago.
You can actually see the Filipina wife there. She's no prize. I don't know about what you guys think, but she don't look like no prize to me. But you guys might have a different opinion. You guys like young. You know, I'm not into that so young kind of chicks. You know, I deal in mainly chicks my own age. But I know you guys like young. So obviously, you know, you're an old guy. You got a young chick. You know, she's like, I'm with this grandpa, man. He's like, he could be my grandfather. She don't want to be around this guy. You know. Look at her. Does she look like she's into this guy at all? She ain't into this guy at all. The way the body language, you know, everything about this, she doesn't look like she's into this guy at all. She kind of like very reserved, kind of very staid, not really engaging with the dude. He's all into the kids and everything, and she's like, why am I with this guy? He's comes in my bed every night, rolls on top of me, and stays there for an hour, 2 hours to finish his business, you know. She ain't having this stuff at all, man. Yeah, I guess you could say she's the prize. She might be the prize for sure.
On the way home,
you know. But yeah, man, that's like I said, man, I warned you guys. I've done videos on these types of situations in the past. I think I did a video where this my buddy had that Vietnamese lady. I think I did that video a couple months back and then she came over to Canada, and then when she came over, she was banging every guy in sight, man. She was banging the whole neighborhood down. And then, yeah, when he divorced, he lost $500,000. So, you know, you got to be careful, man. Don't be a simp, you know. Yeah, she's the prize, man. To me, she's no prize. I don't think she's even that pretty. Even for a young thing, I don't find her that attractive, to be honest. But I guess every guy, you know, has his own taste or whatever. That might have been the hottest chick he ever saw in his life. So maybe that's why he's all into her, you know. Yeah, I saw Tim K brought Chrissy to America, man. Don't worry. She's making her plans. Don't worry about Chrissy, man. She's making her plans. She got her own YouTube channel. She's gonna get her US citizenship soon. That little kid will be taken off from that old grandpa soon enough, man. You know, she's gonna take her little kid and she'll run right off. Once you get the US citizenship or the green card thing set up, bam. That's it. She don't even need the citizenship. She just need to get her green card and she's good, man. Simping ain't pimping, man. That's right, man. 100%. For real, man. You know, we got a lot of simps out here in this game, out here in the single man travel to Asia genre. Got a lot of simps, man, for real. And yeah, and then also got to cover that child support, man. So you're gonna have to be with child support, you know, for real. Yeah, I heard Barry unbanned everybody. That's great. I remember he banned Nita, poor little Nita. Barry banned her because I don't even know what the hell she said. And Barry banned poor little Nita. So Nita can go back into Barry's chat now. I know that's going to be the highlight of her day. I can't comment now. Maybe I can't. Can't comment. Oh, I can comment. Okay, but I don't go into his chat. I do go into his chat, but I don't go in with my name. I don't want to cause drama. Like when I go into Barry's chat, I use a like an alternate name to go into his chat. I don't go into his chat with my own name. So yeah, man. But anyways, yeah, guys, that's crazy. That's a story there, and that's one of many stories. That's not the only story that we've heard of where there's some dude that goes to the Philippines and he meets the girl of his dreams, and then He tries to bring her back over to United States or brings her to Europe, and then these girls pull their little nonsense. And then next thing you know, you're out half your money. That money you worked maybe your entire life to accumulate, and somebody that just for a couple of months takes half of it totally legally. Yeah, man. The same in Norway. I can imagine. I know there's a lot of ties in Norway. A lot of the Norwegian guys that go down to Thailand, they bring their little Thai ladies to Norway and to Sweden and all that. And then, yeah, man, anything happens, the law is not on your side. The law ain't on your side, guys. It ain't on your side. It ain't there to help you. The law is all set up to help the victim of your trial, your not your trafficking organization. You went down to Philippines, you went down to Thailand, you went to Vietnam. You basically trafficked that woman to the West. Then she got intoxicated with the Western culture, and now she knows that she needs to get the six. You know what the six is? She needs to get six figures. She needs 6 inches, man. She needs a six pack, 6 feet, 6 inches, six pack, six figures, six series. That's what they need, man. I don't even know how many sixes there are. There's a lot of sixes, man. I know you got to be 6 feet tall. You got to have six figures. You got to have 6 inches. Got to have a six pack. Got to have a nice car. So six series. Doesn't matter if it's BMW or if it's a Mercedes. Got to be a six. Yeah, guy. It's the law of the Sims out here, man. What can we do, man? It's brutal, man. It's a no-win situation, man. Trying to lose the kilos, man. You're trying to lose it. Yeah, get down under 200, guy. I'm just under 200 pounds, guy. I'm just under. I'm probably about 190 something. Last time I weighed, I was around 187, so maybe now probably. But yeah, man, don't get too heavy. Don't get too heavy. Don't get way over 200. I'm assuming Viking. If you're a Viking, if you're a real Viking, you got to be in the 220s to 240s, man. You got to be a real Viking, man. That's a real Viking. Like if you go back in time to the Viking days, I'm sure those boys that were doing that Viking shit were over 240. Oh. Are you a real Viking prepper? Are you over 6 feet? You over 220? That's got to be the real Viking size. 6'6", six something, 6'4", 6'3", 220, 230, 240, 250, 260. That's real Viking size, man. Yeah. So many leave after getting them citizenship. Yeah. Yo, 6'2". Okay. I guess you make it into the Viking Legion. You're making it, man. You're making it. 6'2", 220, 230, man. 260. All right. Viking prepper. Big man. Much bigger than me, then, guy. You're 6'2". You're much bigger. I'm 5'7". You're way, way bigger than me, and I'm almost 200. So if I'm 5'7" and I'm pushing 200, 190, then what the hell are you pushing, guy? You must be over 240, guy. If you're saying you're big, and you must be over 240, guy. You're way, way bigger than me, man. So yeah, I have to assume that you're in the 240s, guy, 240s or 250s. Are you so big you can't even say how much you weigh, man? Yeah, you gotta be. Yeah, I have to assume, man. My buddy, when I was like a long time ago, maybe about 25 years ago, we used to go to the club. And the guys that I used to hang out with, I think at that time I was about 130 or 140, is about 25 years ago. We used to go to the club. And they were both way bigger than me. Like they were both taller than like around 6 feet, whatnot. But one guy was like 210 and the other guy was like 240. And I used to go to the club with them, and I was like so small. And now when we go to the club now, I'm pretty much the same or close to them and bigger than one. Like it's so crazy because I remember when we were younger, like 25 years ago, they were way bigger than me. But now I'm bigger than the one guy, the one that was around 6 feet, 200. I'm physically bigger than him now. And he was much bigger than, at that time he was 210. But now my body is just more solid than his. And he's still about, I think he's about he's also 190. but I just look bigger than him, and he's taller than me. He's 6 feet. He's 190, but I look bigger than him. So yeah, that means I've been putting on a lot of weight, man. I'm putting like I'm solid, like my arms, everything is much bigger on me than him, and he's taller than me, 6'1", and he used to weigh when I was a kid, not a kid, but I was about 23, 24, 25 years old. I was at about 140 back then, so I put on a lot of weight since then. Yeah, same shit, man. Baron Badger's in the house, man. Yeah, I'm sure you're bigger than Baron Badger. I'm sure, man. That reminds me, man. That my buddy, he got a girl. Like we used to hang out all the time, you know. So when your buddy gets a girlfriend, you know, they don't talk to you anymore. So he must have picked up a girl. Some of these girls that on King Street, you know, the girls that you see in my videos. There, he picked up one of those girls, and he disappeared, man. He's like, but he's 50. He's 54. But he only goes for those white girls, and he's only going for white girls like in the mid 20s to mid 30s. Like he doesn't like old ladies. He only likes like young, and he's old, like he's 53. So I think he picked up one. He picked up one a few weeks ago, maybe a really beautiful one, and he disappeared, man. I don't even hanging out with that guy anymore. I guess he's gonna get married soon, man. So, but yeah, man, this is hardball in the big leagues, guys, man. I had a lot of issues today with Prism. That's why I'm using StreamYards today, because my the Prism wasn't working at all today. I was trying to do the video, but they don't allow the video. They don't allow the video chat. Hi, Marlene. How are you doing, Marlene? Thank you for coming into the chat. Thank you for joining my chat. We were talking about this passport bro that went to the Philippines. He got a girl. He got married. I don't know if he got married in the Philippines or if he got married in the USA, but he brought her to the United States, and she got the U.S. citizenship. And man, as soon as she got that U.S. citizenship, bam, that was it. Poor passport bro. You know, once she got the citizenship, that was it, Marlene. I don't know, Marlene. Did you see this? I'll show you quickly here, Marlene, so you can get up to speed on this whole situation.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave. Yeah, welcome to the shittiest post that I'm ever going to make.
I guess he's a TikToker or something like that. He must be doing TikTok or whatever. He's a TikToker. I think both of them were TikTokers. So she was doing the TikTok. So she's probably already got tons of guys messaging her. Probably what happened is because she's doing the TikTok, you know, there's sponsors that were probably hitting her up on TikTok, and she met some other guy, some richer guy probably. And this guy's rich. He's talking about he has a mansion, and even that's not enough for this girl.
When we got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia, I was greeted with the announcement from Jayanne that she wanted a separation. And then I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. So, that's heavy, right? That's a nuke.
Yeah, he has 2 kids with this lady. So he has 2 little kids, Marlene, with this Filipina. And her and the family just schemed to separate from him. As soon as they landed in Florida, they took off on this guy. And they left him right there in Disney World.
With my children. My in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, and Jayanne, they proceeded to open the presents without me.
Yeah, Marlene, that's right. Maybe she used them for a passport. What I'm saying is, when we go overseas, Barley, when we passport bros go overseas, I always tell these guys, don't bring them home. Don't bring them back to your home country. You just live in Southeast Asia. Like, don't bring them to the United States. Don't bring them to Canada. No, it's just insanity. Why would you do that? You're going to get nailed to the wall.
New Year's Eve, and I'm still alone. Because there's no communication from her. Why? Because she's communicating with her parents. She has the total backing and validation of her parents, plus TikTok, all external sources of validation, and it's...
Yeah, she's on TikTok, man. She's a TikTok star, man. She got 100,000 guys probably messaging her. No wonder.
Are not relevant. She's got it figured out. She's got a plan. I'm waiting to hear what
Yeah,
the
man.
plan
She was
is,
planning from the day she saw you guys. Once she
and
knew
we'll
you
see
were
what happens
American,
from
she
that
made a
point.
plan, guy.
But I'm pretty. I'm at peace with what has occurred, what could occur. I am done being Mr. Fix-It. Fix-It Felix. I'm not going to be the simp, nice guy, Fix-It Felix anymore. A relationship takes two people. And she made the decision for the separation. She's made the announcement and made plans with family to take our children back to the Philippines. And
Oh yeah, your friend married. Okay.
she's
Well,
an
we're not
adult.
saying this is
She
like
has
what happens all the
accountability.
time.
It's on her
Obviously,
to come to me
Marlene.
and
This is
explain to me
just,
what her plan is, such that it is, and what can be done about it. So, surprise, no more countdown with the great fun in Disney World. It was a fucking disaster. And, that's the truth. Social media is not about the truth, but I'm about the truth, so that's what I give you. Thanks.
We're all here.
So you can see the Filipina right there. She's standing right there behind him. Those little kids. I guess those are his kids there.
Customs, of course.
This guy paid the flight for her mom and dad to come to the USA from the Philippines. He paid for that flight. Hey, Hannah Fudge, what's going on? He paid for the flight. He paid for them to come over.
All right, stay tuned.
He has a mansion. He's just said in that video, he has a 4-level mansion. And he's in that big house all by himself with no one to love. Yeah, he has cute little kids there. She has no interest in him at all. Look at that body
Meet your
language.
grandpa for the first time.
He
He's
has
never seen
zero
you,
interest in this
Rocky.
guy at all. No
He was
interest.
born in Hawaii, and he's never seen
She
you
don't look
yet.
interested in him at all. She
Oh,
has
my
no
God.
outward compassion
Excuse me, are
or
you taking
any
my
type
chair?
of seeming interest
Are you
in this
taking my
guy.
chair?
Zero. Yo, Hannah Fudge is in the house. Yeah, he can get a lady. Yeah, he can get, but he's 59. But here's the thing. You're 59, you're 60-year-old guy. Why do you want a 25-year-old? I tell these guys all the time, like, why do you want a they're the parents. He paid for the parents to fly over to Florida. He paid for the parents to fly over. And then the family was the one that was telling the girl to separate themselves from this guy. They're the ones that were encouraging on this thing. So yeah, it's sad, man. Top knot, boy. Yeah, it's sad. Yo, Viking prepper, rent is better. Yeah, simp. Yeah, man. But you guys know, man. We always like I say, Hannah Fudge. I don't know if you know Hannah Fudge. In my community here, we always talk about whether you're gonna go to Philippines and Thailand and get married, or you're just gonna have a girlfriend over there. That's the problem. He wanted a young woman, and he should have found someone his own age. Yeah, that's what I'm a big advocate. That's why Hannah Fudge. I always have to tell Hannah Fudge, you're gonna have to relax and find someone your own age, Hannah. I'm a little too old for you, so I tell Hannah that all the time. And she got to understand that it's a big age difference between me and Hannah. So, so yeah, man. And so it's not going to work, basically. When you're an old man and you're trying to never bring them home. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Hannah's a cutie. Yes, Hannah's a cutie. Hannah's a big star here in Toronto. You know that, right? Hannah's doing the film work with the film mission on the freedom rallies and all that. So she's a big star here. So yeah, she's a big star doing the film mission videos. Yeah, I was trying to do the live stream earlier, Hannah, and film mission was here, but my phone kept crashing. And the thing is, I have to use my expensive phone to do the live streams, and I don't really like using the expensive phones to do the live stream, but sometimes I have no choice. So yeah, I use my S24 with the StreamYards, and then Prism stopped using the video function, so I can't use the video function in Prism anymore. So I basically got screwed. I had to use StreamYards today. I had to use StreamYards for my podcast. I'm not sure if the mic is working. Can you guys give me the heads up if the mic is working properly? Can you guys hear the mic on the live stream? Because my S24, it doesn't have a microphone jack. I have to use the USB. So I don't know if the mic is even working properly. I think Hannah, she rolls with Film Mission. Film Mission was in the chat. I don't know if they're together or not. I don't get in people's business. I don't get into other people's business, but I know she's usually Film Mission. So yeah, man. I was at the truckers rally. All right, cool. You were at the truckers rally. Oh, we were talking. I think was it yesterday? I forgot. Yesterday morning, I did a live stream on Vivek and what was the guy? Vivek and Elon Musk and Trump and the H-1B visa. Marlene, did you hear about this thing? This is a big controversy, Marlene. You may know about it because Marlene is in the United States. Actually, Marlene is right in the heart of MAGA country. So, Marlene, did you hear how sad MAGA is right now? They're so sad, MAGA. MAGA is very sad about Trump right now because of the H-1B visa. So I don't know if you guys heard, but um, Donald Trump, his whole campaign, when he was campaigning, he was like, I'm going to shut the border down. There's no more Mexicans going to roll up in the United States. And, I'm going to shut down illegal immigration. And now what Trump and Musk are saying is what Trump and Musk and Vivek are saying is now they want to open the floodgates for Indians into the United States. And so all of MAGA is so pissed. They're mad because they were like, oh, Trump is going to protect us, the white people from immigrants. And, Trump stabbed them right in the back, boy. He had to follow his corporate masters. His corporate masters told him, like, listen, man, we don't care about your white nationalist base. We're going to open the floodgates, and you're going to get like 1 million, or whatever, 10 million Indians into the United States. So they're pissed right now, and they feel like they betrayed already the Donald Trump supporters, those ones, and even I'm kind of surprised, but like I told you guys. It doesn't matter which political party you vote for, right? I always tell you guys this, like, you guys got to remember who's in control. It's not, we don't have the power. We live in the West. 1% of the wealth is concentrating 90% of the assets. So 1% of people control basically all the money. And those are the guys that control our politicians. That's why it doesn't make a difference. You want to vote Democrat, Republican, you want to vote for Trudeau, you want to vote for PP, you know, they answer to the corporations. And the funny thing is, those guys, the MAGA guys, the white nationalists, the thing about Mexicans was, here's the thing I'm going to tell you about Mexicans. They don't want the jobs that the native born Americans want. They were doing the jobs that the Americans don't want. Like, if I go to an American person, do you want to pick oranges in Florida? They're going to tell you, no, I'm not picking oranges. I'm not picking mangoes. I'm not picking strawberries. Hell no. Right? So Mexicans were doing jobs you did not want to do. Right? They were doing the jobs you didn't want to do. And you were getting very angry and aggressive with the Mexicans. But now Trump is like, I'm going to bring in Indians. But guess what? Indians don't want to do the jobs the Mexicans want to do. They want to do the jobs you have. So it's a big, they're coming after the job you have. So it's totally different. And it's so funny that, now you're going to get those guys that are coming for your job. It's totally different. It's a totally different dynamic, man. Yeah. Yeah, that's true. But those guys that are coming over the border, when they get their first job, they're working in agriculture. They're working those jobs Americans don't want to do. So now Trump basically betrayed his base. So what Trump is doing is he's going to make it easier for the corporations to lower wages. Okay. because now they're going to have 10 million of these guys. They're not all Indians. I'm not going to say they're all Indians, but mostly Indians, but also Africans, those Nigerians. A lot of Nigerians and Chinese and Filipinos are going to come in for those H-1B visas. A lot of Nigerians and Ghanaians, they use the H-1B visa because the Nigerians especially are good with the computer tech, right? The computer programming and engineering. And so the companies are going to be hiring these Nigerians like crazy. So Nigerians, Indians, I don't want to just pick on the Indians, but you're going to see a lot of Nigerians. And the Nigerians already took over Texas, man. They already took over there. So, man, it's going to be like that. Oh, man. In Houston, a lot of Nigerians, and they make a lot of money doing that computer programming and stuff like that. These are the jobs that now you're pushing the wages down. So if you were just a regular native born American and you studied computer programming, now you're going to be competing with all these guys from Nigeria and India and all that. So yeah, yeah, they're in a letdown. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's just the way it is, man. It's life, man. This is hardball in the big leagues, man. We knew it before we vote. We kind of knew this was going to happen. I told even Hannah Fudge, I told Phil Mission, I told them that, listen, man, I'm not so sure Trump is going to help these guys out. I think Trump is going to stab them in the back. He didn't even get it. He hasn't even been inaugurated yet. And he already stabbed these guys deep in the back, man. He's going to be bringing in a lot of immigrants. He's going to be bringing in a lot. And like millions. Like when I say a lot, I mean millions. So basically what he's going to, and the thing is as well, Trump won't really be able to stop the Mexicans from coming in because there's a huge 2,000-kilometer border between Mexico and the United States. So how really are you going to stop Mexicans from coming into the United States? There ain't no fence big enough that's going to stop the Mexicans, man. There's drones now that are big enough to carry people over the border. So once those drones start going, China's making those big drones now that can carry you right over the border. Once that drone thing takes off with those Chinese drones, then people are going to be using drones to drop people over the border. Then it's going to be a free-for-all, man. Then you're going to need an Air Force at the border. Because people are going to be droning into the United States, man. It's going to be insane, man. So, yeah. Yeah, the new technology is going to be wild from China. So these guys better, be warned about that, man. So, yeah. So, yeah, man. Like I said, they may have had it actually better with the Democrats. The Democrats may have had the better interest of these guys at heart. Now they're really their toast, man. They're gonna get fried up now. So it's gonna be a really, really, really difficult situation for these guys now. So yeah. The main difference though against Republicans and the Dems is social issues. Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, true. Flip for profits. That's true to an extent, but listen, flip for profits. Here's the thing. Again, this whole thing with the LGBTQT, entitlements, social issues, wokeism. Are you woke enough? This is all corporate directives. These are all directives from corporations, flip for profits. And like I just said, the corporations are the ones that run the show. So even if you change Republican to Democrat, the corporations own the politicians. They're still going to implement whatever their agenda is. They don't care if Trump is in there. Trump is beholden to the corporations. They can still run their LGBTQT. There's nothing that Trump can do to stop what the corporation. And the reason the corporations want that is because I don't know, this is going to be a conspiracy theory. I know you guys are going to say, Brad, you're a total like right-wing conspiracy theorist and all this and that. But if you look at corporations, when they do advertisements on TV, you notice that they always have like one black guy and a white woman. They want one black guy and a white woman. And the reason they're doing that is they're not brainwashing you, but they're engineering your thought to get you ready for what they're planning to do. So what they want to do, what the corporations want to do to maximize profits, in order to maximize profits, you can't be just reliant on one distinct group of people because you're not going to be able to grow, right? Like black people, you white people, they're not growing. So what you need to do is you need to bring people in. So when they do the ad with the one black guy and the white woman, what they're doing is they're getting you ready for a future just brown America. Because then in the future, everyone is going to be just brown. They're not going to be black. You're not going to be white. You're just going to be brown. That's what they're getting you ready for. So whenever you see those commercials on TV, that's what they're getting you ready for. They're getting you ready for just a brown America. They're getting ready for Indians. They're getting you ready for Mexicans. They're getting you ready for Africans, because one black man and a white woman makes one brown kid. And that's basically what the future of the United States is going to look like. And Trump has basically, against the wishes of his own base, he's going to fulfill the prophecy, the corporate dream of just a brown group of people in the United States that is totally dominant in the population demographics. And yeah, his base really feels betrayed by him. But you know what? I knew from the start, because I'm telling you, I'm not no. I guess you could say I'm a conspiracy theorist or whatever. But in the end of the day, corporations don't care about race. They care about money. They want to make money, and they want to. And in order to make money, you need more people, right? You need a lot of people, man. Yo, some young guy. Yes, Hannah Fudge. Hannah Fudge already know about me. She's like, this guy is total right wing loony. But I'm being real with you. You understand that what I'm saying is right. Like I said, the corporations don't care, right wing, left wing. They don't care. They own both sides. They play the game. You know, it's we're fighting. I don't want to say we're fighting a losing battle, but yeah, we're fighting a losing battle. It's the way it is. The corporations are going to get what they want. They have the most money. They can control the politicians. You know, it's kind of like that, man. So yeah, we have lost. The game is done. We're done. We're toast. We're going to go into a corporate nirvana. Corporations, profits will be the number one social defining attribute. How big are your profits? Pure, unadulterated capitalism. You know, so that's what we live in right now. So, you know, I'm just being real. Some young guy. Yeah, that's my alternate ego in Barry's chat. I don't go when I go into Barry's chat. I don't use my real name. I don't use Toronto Brad. I go into his chat, some young guy, because then if I go into Barry's chat and I go in as Toronto Brad, then you know he's gonna make the whole stream about me. He's gonna say, "Oh, I went to Angela City. I went in there to check his girlfriend. You know, his little hooker girlfriend. You know, he's gonna be like." Yeah, guys. So yeah, I can't really you know, go into the chat as Toronto Brad. I usually go in as some young guy, or I'll go in as something else, but I can't go in under my own name. Because then he's just gonna start controversy, you know. Yeah. That's how it gotta roll out right now, man. So anyways, man, this StreamYard's not too bad. When I use the good phone, when I use the S24, the StreamYards is okay, because the phone is a really good phone here, you know. So that's why I'm getting some really good the video quality is good, but I don't like using StreamYard, but I guess I don't have no choice if they shut down yo, Robert Mack in Asia. How you doing today? Robert Mack in Asia. We were just playing the video of this guy, the passport bro. I don't know if you heard about this guy. He went to the Philippines and he got married to this Filipina. And then he brought her to the United States and he got her green card. And then she got her citizenship. And then as soon as she got her citizenship, she divorced him. She divorced him, and he had just paid for her mom and dad to come to the United States for Christmas and New Year's. And yeah, she divorced him, and he's got a big mansion, got a big 4-level mansion. He was talking about it, and he's sitting in that house all by himself, man. It's a sad situation, man. That's a sad situation, man, we got right now. So, you know, it's a sad situation. So, anyways, guys, yeah, man, I'm Toronto Brad, man. Thank you guys for tuning in for my live streams. I've been again every time I do these live streams, I have all kind of technical problems, either with my phone, my mic, my mouse, every time for the videos. I have all kinds of trouble. So thank you guys for tuning in and supporting, because you guys know I need your help every time when I do these streams, man. Always having too many issues, man. But today it's not too bad, actually. Today the issues are not too bad. So guess I have to come off of there. And yeah, so it's all right, man. With the USA, I know someone that'll pay 20K 2-year marriage so they can come. Yeah, I guess, if you want to do that, you could do that. That's one way to make some money. You find some wealthy Filipina that wants a green card, and you can go and marry her and bring her over to Canada, USA, or Europe. I guess that's one way to do it. Yeah. Yeah, man. Especially the wealthy ones, man. The wealthy ones want to get over. They want the passport, but the problem is, here's the problem, Rob Mac. If we bring over all these people to Canada and USA, that's making our passport worth less. If you're going to bring a million, if you bring 5 million Africans to USA, does that make your passport better? Now my passport's crap, man. Now my passport's gone to shit. Because now other countries going to be like, oh, your country's the one that brought in 5 million Africans, 10 million Indians. Oh man, we don't want you guys in here now. You're giving citizenship to these guys. So that makes my passport worth less. That's why I don't like immigration. I want my passport to be worth more, not less. And I mean, I want if you're gonna immigrate, you want people coming to your country from a rich country, man. Like if I heard that Canada's gonna get 2 million people from Singapore into Canada, then that's different. Now you're making my passport good. But if you say I'm bringing in 10 million Africans or 10 million Indians, now you're making my passport less. And now you're making me mad. So, but I'm just being real with you guys. So I'm just being real, man. So yeah, that's what we got right now, man. Yo, man. Am I going out this weekend, Hannah? Yeah, I'm gonna go. I have to go and meet that girl June, the preacher lady June. I don't know if you know her, Hannah. She's a preacher, and she's got all types of problems, man. This girl got all kind of type of problem. I really usually, Hannah, on a Saturday night, I will come down to Yonge and Dundas, and then I'll go down to Union Station. The problem is, Hannah, that Union Station now is so packed. It's so packed now, Hannah Fudge. You don't know, man. There's so many people at the Union Station. I hate going to Union Station now. I used to do all of my live streams at Union Station, and the internet was so good. But then lately, I noticed the internet started getting worse and worse, and then I was having all kinds of problems connecting to the internet because there's so many people in Union Station. The internet just got terrible down there. So I had to stop going to Union Station I could still go there, but I don't go there for my live streams. And I stopped going there to eat because it's just too crowded there. So I started going to Atrium on Bay. So that day that I met you and I met Phil Mission at Yonge and Dundas, after I left you guys, I went to the Atrium to get something to eat before I had to do my shopping. It's just Union Station is a madhouse now. Yo, guys, when they built the extensions on Union Station, when they built underneath the train tracks, when they first opened it, there was nobody in there. You had the whole place to yourself. That's when I did all those awesome streams and everything, man. Why so many people? The reason Union Station is popular, Hannah, is because it doesn't close. That's the reason, Hannah. Think about it. Eden Center closes at 9 o'clock. The food court closes at 9 o'clock. Where do people hang out? If you have your family and your kids with you, where can you go to sit down, get a coffee? Everything closes now because of pandemic. Everything closes so early. So Union Station doesn't close. Like, I don't even know when it closes. I've never stayed at Union Station till closing. I don't know if it closes. It's only closing for a couple of hours, man. So yeah, man, you can stay at Union Station till at least 2 o'clock at night, and the restaurants are open till 1 o'clock in the morning. So that's why people, and the thing is, the place is crowded, like ram-packed till past midnight. So everybody's hanging out there. So that's the reason why it's becoming so popular. Whereas Yonge and Dundas, everything shuts down at 9 o'clock. Like, everything is so corporate, but Union Station is government. So you see the difference between corporate, like, there's no private place anymore that stays open past 10 unless it's a bar. That's why people are just hanging out at Union Station, man. So that's why it's so popular. Lots of people. Yes, lots of immigrants too. Yeah, I notice a lot of immigrants hang out at Union Station. But the funny thing about immigrants at Union Station, I'll tell you guys what's so funny about the immigrants at Union Station, that when they come to Union Station, they don't come just by themselves. They come with their kids. They bring their mom, their dad. So they'll take over one huge table at the train station, and like it's big, but man, it just makes the whole place so crowded. Like you can barely walk. It's so crowded in Union Station, man. Plus, they built a Shake Shack inside the Union Station too, right? So now they have a Shake Shack inside of there. They built all these specialty restaurants inside of there. So yeah, man, Union Station is off the hook. It's really crowded. It's starting to remind me. Union Station is starting to remind me of Shinjuku Station in Tokyo. That's like the biggest train station in the world. But Union Station is big. Like I don't think it's going to be too much longer before Union Station is easily the biggest train station in North America. It's gonna Once they do the electrification of the tracks, when the tracks are all electric and the trains are all electric, Union Station will be the busiest train station in North America by a long shot. Busier than any train station in New York City. So, yeah, man, you'll see. You'll see once they set that up. So, yeah, we're waiting to see when they're going to electrify the track. Once they electrify the airport rail line, the electrified Brampton line, the electrified Markham line, the electrified Lakeshore line, the electrify the Kitchener line. If they do all of that, oh man, holy crow, man, Union Station's going to be insane. But they keep extending. They keep, like, right now they're building a new extension on Union Station on the south end. So they always extending, and they're always building the train station out. So it's getting bigger and bigger. So yeah, yeah, that's it, man. Guys, man, you guys are so quiet today, man. I don't know, man. I don't know about you guys. You guys come in here, you guys stay real quiet, man. You guys are not about engaging in chit chat with the T.O. dot, man. You guys are like, why do we even bother coming here to this guy's chat? You guys are like, man. So it's all good though, guys. It's all right. We out here, guys. We out here doing our thing, guys. So I appreciate it still, man. I appreciate it still that you guys pop in here into my chat. I appreciate that you guys came in here, man. Thank you so much, man. This is your boy, the T.O. man, Toronto Brad, man. We had a lot of people in here today, man. We had Viking Prepper in here, Sean the Prawn, Robert Mack, Hannah Fudge, Phil Mission was here today. Got a lot of big people, the big dogs. So I appreciate it. I appreciate it, guys.
Well, it didn't take long. It only took 2 years, literally to the day, December 27th, for my Filipino wife to become fully Americanized, hate everything about me and what I provide, and decide to leave. Yeah, welcome to the shittiest post that I'm ever going to make. There's a lot to it, and I'm not going to go into it, okay? But suffice to say, after providing and going on the Disney World trip, which included the funeral for my mom, I got up to day 6, I think, on that, because it all broke down at Magic Kingdom. Fucking ironic. And I didn't post anything after that, because when we got back from Orlando to St. Simons, Georgia, I was greeted with the announcement from Jayanne that she wanted a separation. And then I discovered through text that she had been discussing this with her family and making plans to also take the children. So, that's heavy, right? That's a nuke. And I'm going to go into my bunker. So I came downstairs in my nice 4-story mansion and just stayed by myself through Christmas Eve and through Christmas Day. And I missed Christmas with my children. My in-laws, my mother and my father-in-law, and Jayanne, they proceeded to open the presents without me. Presents of which, all of which I bought. Yeah, the separation is a separation. I'm lucky enough to have a big house, and the logistics of it can be met right away, but I spent Christmas utterly by myself. And it's coming up on New Year's Eve, and I'm still alone. Because there's no communication from her. Why? Because she's communicating with her parents. She has the total backing and validation of her parents. Plus TikTok. All external sources of validation. And it's my position, my feelings are not relevant. She's got it figured out. She's got a plan. I'm waiting to hear what the plan is, and we'll see what happens from that point. But I'm pretty, I'm at peace with what has occurred, what could occur. I am done being Mr. Fix-It. Fix-It Felix. I'm not going to be the simp, nice guy, Fix-It Felix anymore. A relationship takes two people. And she made the decision for the separation. She's made the announcement and made plans with family to take our children back to the Philippines. And she's an adult. She has accountability. It's on her to come to me and explain to me what her plan is, such that it is, and what can be done about it. So, surprise, no more countdown with the great fun in Disney World. It was a fucking disaster. And, that's the truth. Social media is not about the truth, but I'm about the truth, so that's what I give you. Thanks.
We're all here at the airport. Mama and Papa landed about 40 minutes ago. They have to go through customs, of course. So we're outside of Customs, Terminal 2, waiting for their Lola and Lolo. Dirty. Oh. All right, stay tuned. Next vlog, you'll get to meet Mom and Dad. You excited?
Look at this girl. She don't have no interest in this guy at all. She has zero interest in him at all. Look at her face. Look at her. She is like, I know. She's like, I don't know why I'm hanging out here, Grandpa. She's like, what the hell? Like, got 25-year age difference here. She's like 25 years difference in age.
Taking my chair?
And,
Are you taking my chair?
So, yeah, man. So.
Okay, they landed safe. We got them. They got laid. We're going to head to the van and go get some lunch.
So you can see he paid for the parents to come over to the United States. He paid. He has a mansion. He's the rich guy. He bought all the gifts, This is how he ends up getting treated, I think a lot of this is because of the age range. She's a young girl, man. Why does she want to be tied down to some grandpa? She don't want to be tied down to no grandpa. What young kid want to be with some old man? She's a young kid, man. Why leave the kids alone, man? Leave the kids alone, man. Don't be chasing kids. You guys, every time I'm doing a live stream or I do a video, you guys are like, why do you like old lady? Why do you like old lady? Get young girl, some young girl, some young gal. And I'm telling you guys, man, it's just not the way it's gonna work, man. It's just not gonna work that way, man. It's brutal right now. So you guys got to understand how it is out here. So it's rough out here, man. It's tough out here. What's that song? It's tough out here for a pimp, yo. It's tough out here. So So, oh shoot, related to Ross and Rayon guy. Yo, Tackleberry is in the house. Eugene Tackleberry. What's going down, Tackleberry? What's up, Holmes? How you doing, man? You rolling out here? You heard about this story though, right? Tackleberry, about this guy went out to Philippines, got himself a little girl, came back, he married her, and now once she got that U.S. citizenship, I don't know. Everybody's been asking me what's his channel. Yeah, I gotta find. I'm gonna find out what his channel is. Give me 1 second here. I'm probably sure I can find out what his channel is right here. Just give me 1 second. I will find out what his channel is. Once I find out what his channel is, we'll just drop it in the chat so everybody that wanna follow this guy's sad sob story, we can all follow along as this guy cries himself out in his mansion. Rich guy, I don't know. Should we feel sorry for rich guys that are total simps in the Philippines? I don't know. I don't know if we should feel sorry for this guy. Let me see if I can pull up his TikTok or whatever, and so that way you guys can follow along with this guy. Let's see if we can do this here. So I'm just gonna Google it up. Maybe you guys can do it here. 59-year-old passport bro loses everything to his Filipina. What's up with this guy? Filipina passport bro. Take a look and see if you can find out. I'm looking here. Everything that's leading to video. He won't be rich when he's done in court. Yeah, that's true, man. That's right. 25. See if you can find out. Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'll check the TikTok. You said he has a TikTok, right? So let's go 59-year-old. Let's go. Let's get his TikTok here. He's got a TikTok. I think his channel is a TikTok. Then we'll be able to follow along with his adventures there. Let's take a look here. I think I'm pulling up the TikTok right now, guys. So I'm pulling it up. Then I'll have that information for you guys. So you guys know which one's his TikTok time. So you guys will know TikTok. TikTok, you don't stop, man. TikTok, you don't stop. I'm trying to find it here. So and I'm not seeing anything here on this passport, bro. Like, plus now I'm using my other phones, which are kind of slow. So I don't know. Maybe you guys can find it. Yeah, there's when I do Passport Bro, man. Now most of the videos are Western women criticizing Passport Bros. Now it's just all, why are these men going overseas to find women? Well, because you're not dating them. So what do you expect? They're going overseas because the girls are like all looking for six figures, 6 inches, six pack, six series. They got to be like everything. Got to be like 6 feet, right? 6 feet, 6 inches, six pack, six series, six figures. They don't. They know the very high standards that the ladies here have in the West. So they're like, ah, man, forget this shit, man. They're just gonna go out to Philippines. They're gonna go to Thailand. They're gonna go to Singapore. They're gonna go to Cambodia. Don't got no time for these ladies here and Canada and USA. Give me a break, man. And life is better out in Southeast Asia. You're gonna live way better out there than you're gonna live here in Canada, USA. Better weather, better food, better women, better nightlife, just all around better on every category. Every category is better. Trust me. So yeah, man. Every category is better. So, but anyways, guys, I don't know how long I've been doing this stream. This stream been going on for a bit now. All right, guys. I think I'm going to shut it down, guys. I think you did a good stream today, but I got to do my chores and then I got to go downtown still. So I'm going to probably shut it down for today. Thank you guys for tuning into my Passport Bro channel. We're talking about all kinds of stuff. So thank you guys for tuning in today, and appreciate it. I hope you guys have a good weekend, and I might be doing another stream. Maybe I'll do another stream later tonight. I'll do another stream, guys. So thank you so much. You guys take care and have a good one. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Take care, guys.